Hello YouTube, this is Total War Seraphim bringing you another FIB tournament replay. I've got a special treat today. This game is featuring LordMaur and TWR Bobi, and I'm joined by LordMaur. So LordMaur, would you like to go over your army here, playing as the Seleucids?
Sure, man. Well, I didn't remember my army quite well, but it seems I bring a really heavy load of cav. Like, I have 2 Azad Knights, 2 Camel Warriors, 1 Median cav, 2 Skirmisher cav, and on an infantry corps. As I play Bobi a lot, like, I knew he wasn't expecting pikes, so I brought pikes. I had to do it. And 2 really heavy hoplites, and a line of skirmishers, 6 of them to be exact. Mostly Persian light archers and 1 Easter slingers on the far left flank. Do you want to go on Bobi's army?
Yeah, please. You know, a bit of it's hidden, but I'll go over what we can see here. So up in the front we have a line of Spartan youths for Bobi. In the very front we have another Spartan youth, probably meat shields. And on the right flank we have a Royal Spartan. For the skirmishers that we can see, we have, let's see, 4 Gorgos skirmishers. He has a Royal Spartan general, as well as a hero of Sparta. In the background, he has a Spartan hoplite, 2 Spartans, 3 Spartans, 4 Spartan hoplites, as well as 2 citizen cavalry. You know, we're just about ready to get going here. I'm going to count down to 3, LordMaur, and we'll get going, okay?
Right.
1, 2,
Sure,
3,
man.
go. So tell me, what was your idea of playing him? You said he wasn't used to pikes.
Yeah, me and Bobi spar a lot. Like, we fight pretty much every week. So I know he expects a heavy infantry build from me. That's why I brought more cav than usual, and a really load of skirmishers. Like, I didn't remember having so many of them. But the pike corps is also because he's using Sparta. That's like counter pick. Sparta has nothing to deal with them.
Right. You weren't worried about these Spartan hoplites too much then?
Yes, my plan with the Spartan hoplites was to do as much damage as I could before engaging my general and my other shield bearer and my Azad Knights, because most of my units can do HP damage, like the archers, the chariots, and the horse skirmishers. They are all meant just to hurting his infantry line.
I see.
So I can win in the end.
I see. And let me ask you about your Persian light archers. How do you think that they're going to stand up? I mean, obviously you played it, but how do you think they're going to stand up against these 4 Gorgos skirmishers? Because I never have much use. I noticed you've taken the forest here, and that seems really smart to me. They'll get some protection from them. But how do you expect them to do against the Gorgos?
Well, Gorgos skirmishers are kind of overrated, man. They have low damage overall. They shoot really fast, and they have a lot of ammo. But against these high damage dealing archers, and also I have the range advantage and the forest protection, I think they won't have too many chances against them. Now Bobi has done something really smart here. He's trying to use all his skirmisher power on a few units of mine, like he's engaging from the flank. He's trying to go 4 of his against 3 of mine.
Oh, I see that. And I see out here on your right flank too, you're using these horse skirmishers to pick away at his heroes of Sparta too.
Yeah, indeed. The heroes of Sparta and the Spartan Royals, they are more than a match for any kind of infantry I could bring. So if I do not damage them enough, they simply gonna steamroll my line.
And out here in the middle, I see you're bringing your median cav against his Gorgos, just I assume to push him away. But it looks like the citizen cav catches you in the middle there.
Yeah, they have pretty much the same speed, and they were on charge deceleration, so I could not deal with them. But the point is, if I deal with his cav, he has nothing to kill my skirmishers with.
I see.
And on the flank here, one of my Azads just got a clear charge on one of his citizen cav.
Oh yes, I can see that. And so I expect that will go extremely well for your Azaks.
Yeah, indeed. When Now, Bobby tried to make a quick cav push because I had no cav in the middle. But I had some Azad Knights in reserve, so you know how that ended.
Right, definitely. I see these Spartan youths are being brought in really far, as well as the citizen cav, and I see your shield bearer general going after them. What was your thinking at this point? Did you have much of a coherent plan, an idea of what you were doing?
Well, I do not expect him to rush like that, but the mid shoots are for that. They are to disturb the skirmisher phase of the game. But as they do not have precursors, they can do anything. Like they still have 0 kills. They just went there and run away.
I see. And I see
if they were
that
human, for instance, they would be able to at least do some damage on my general.
Right. And I noticed that you've kept these scythe chariots. You're just starting to move them now. Did you have a specific target in mind with the chariots at this point?
Well, in this point of the game, I managed to deal with his cav on the left flank. So when I saw his general going alone on a straight line, I thought it's bowling time.
I get it. I definitely get it. I see you retreating this shield bearer back here too. As well as using
the shield bearers are a really good late game tool, but if they are used right now against Sparta, I will have the worst of the engagement.
I see. Yeah, so I'm watching your chariots now. I'm really focusing, and they are just ripping through these Spartan youths and this royal Spartan, while your Persian light archers are really getting a lot of shots in there.
Not only that, on the other flank, he's trying to bring a citizen cav to take down my archers, and the worst part for him is that his general and his heroes of Sparta, they went too far ahead and they are unsupported. So I can pretty much just shoot them to death and cycle charge with the chariots.
Yeah, I see that. You're bringing the chariots right back in. And how do you control the chariots? Do you just continue to spam orders to move forward?
Attacking orders don't seem to be really useful because they stop, so just moving them through the enemy line is the best way.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I didn't know that. So you literally just move them in a direction as opposed to issuing attack orders then.
Yeah, you can also issue an attack order on a unit, but a further unit in the back, so they can just pass through the enemies in the front. That's also going to do a lot of damage.
I see. I see he's
right now he's trying to use his skirmishers.
Yeah, I noticed that the Gorgos are trying to. It looks like they've picked off two of your chariots, but I noticed that you immediately countered with your Azak Knight out there and tied up both of his Gorgos skirmishers. That was really fast thinking on your part.
One of the problems of Sparta is that they do not have good mobility. Like, they cannot deal with really heavy cav, like as a Knights or Odrisha Noble cav.
I see.
And that's where they lack.
That's very good to know, because I'm still trying to find. I find Sparta very hard to build counter builds around, and this game is actually teaching me quite a bit. These chariots have been extremely successful, it seems, and it seems like you're kiting with your Persian light archers quite effectively. Taking shots at.
Another thing that hoplites are not very good is stamina. Because of their heavy armor and mass, they get tired really fast. So if you make them chase your archers, they're gonna get exhausted really fast, and that's gonna reduce their melee capabilities a lot.
I see. It definitely looks like this engagement is very spread out, but I also noticed there at the front, your Levy pikemen were able to hold back his Spartan hoplites from even being able to work around the edges to even get into this engagement. You've really picked and chosen your engagements that you wanted. It does look like your scythe chariots are starting to rout at the moment, though.
Indeed, they are. Despite their morale being so high, they tend to rout really fast, as they do not have a lot of units. When they lose 5 men, that's more than half of the unit, and the morale just goes down.
I see. And let me ask you about your about Bobby's Royal Spartan General out here. I noticed that you're using the horse skirmisher to shoot at it. Do the horse skirmishers have a better javelin? Because it seems to me that they do.
If I remember right, they have more ammunition on this mod. This is blade balance, so I think they have 3 more ammo.
Oh,
and they are
okay.
still very cheap.
I see.
But I'm running out of ammo at this point.
I see. And out here, I noticed that your own general, your shield bearers and shield wall up against this Heroes of Sparta, who has 30 men left, and you have 118, and you're routing it quite effectively. Out on your left flank, your Persian light archers are doing a great job at shooting into these Royal Spartans and these Heroes of Sparta while you've tied them up with your shield bearers. I'm really impressed with your ability to use the skirmishers while you've tied up these, like you said, slower units.
Yeah, when you're able to remove Spartan cav and like literally other cav, it ends up their mobility, so you can just tie them up and kill them from behind. That's the best way of defeating these human tanks.
I see. That now, in retrospect, makes a lot of sense to me. I wish I'd known that a little bit earlier. Looks like he's moving his Spartan hoplites in here, but it seems like he's moving them right into the middle of your skirmisher patch. How are your archers, do you think, doing at this point as far as ammunition goes? I see daggers out on some of them.
Yeah, if I remember right, they were pretty much out at this point, and I could not break through their armor because Spartan units have a really high armor rating.
Right.
So every shot that you actually hit, it does not do enough damage to kill them.
I see.
And at this moment, I begin getting worried because I had no more skirmishers, and I only had 2 good infantrymen and pikes.
Right. So what was going through your mind? What did you think you were going to have to do here? Because he's bringing these Spartan hoplites towards your shield bearer.
If I remember right, I tried to kill his general because I wanted to break his morale as fast as I could, and his general had not died with 16 men on the unit.
Oh yes, yes, over here in the forest, 15 men left.
He tried to hide his general away.
I see.
He ran for the forest, and I could not see it for a good part of the match.
I see.
So the camels did a really noble charge right now.
Oh, I see. So you brought the cavalry in, huh? You called the camels in to try to finish the job.
If I remember right, they actually did it. I think this is the point his general breaks.
Well, this ought to be interesting to watch. Yeah, it looks like they're losing that engagement decisively. Yeah, and they just went into red morale. So yeah, that's really amazing. That's really smart thinking. I would have never thought camels would have had a decent charge bonus, but it still seems like Sparta has a lot of infantry left out here. These Spartan hoplites are ganging up on your shield bearers, and it looks like they have you surrounded, but you have your pikemen left.
Yeah. At this moment, I thought I would lose this match because most of the cav I had remaining are skirmisher cav, and they are really not that good against any kind of heavy infantry units.
Right.
At this moment, I thought Bobi would win, but he feared my pikes. Like he refused to engage and kept running away. That gave me time, a little bit more time at least.
I understand.
And so I tried to do a rear charge on them here.
Oh yes, I see that.
And if I remember right, I still have a few stones on my slingers because they have more ammo than the regular archer.
Oh, that's right. Looks like you're bringing in another camel recharge into the backs of the pikes.
The camel actually saved me in the end, I think.
I find it interesting. Do you think whenever these levy pikemen get charged in the back, it seems like the morale drops really quickly. It seems to me to be the best way is to rear charge them with just about anything. Do you agree?
Yeah. Actually, these levy pikes are not very good even from the front.
Really?
Like they were engaging Spartan hoplites in the front, and they even turned their backs to them, and they only have 17 kills. Like left pikes are more of a fear unit. People fear to engage them on the front, but they pretty much can hold anything.
I see. So your shield bearer is down to about 63, and this Spartan hoplite has 91 men, but you're bringing in these camel archers, and the Spartan hoplite is losing, and it seems like the balance bar is ever so much tilting in your favor, actually. So this is very exciting. This is very exciting to watch.
I'm really impressed with the weight on these camels. I did not expect them to do so well against such heavy units.
And what are the weight of the camels? Do you know?
Yeah, I think they are very light, or they are light skirmisher camels.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm watching the melee here. This is something fierce. These Spartan hoplites are absolutely dueling it out. If you lost your general at this point, do you think that the fight would be over?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if my general died, I would lose easily.
I see.
But I think I still have ammo. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't. Not one single shot.
So, and I also noticed these.
Here, I used my archers to distract his Spartan hoplites. He kept running from the pikes. He could easily kill the pikes even in the front.
Right.
So I knew if I could break this unit, I would make the other one waver, just for an army losses.
And what is the best way for that you use pikes? I mean, do you line them up manually, or do you give attack orders? Like, what's?
Well, I'm not very good with pike using. I pretty much never use them.
Neither do I.
Them here because I thought Bobi would not expect them, and Sparta have really few counters to them.
Oh wow, and you are the pikes are pushing in too. Oh, and you just took out the general. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. So you flipped the pikes around. It looks like you used what is that shortcut J to do that?
No, actually, just gave an attack order, I think.
Oh, okay. So the Spartan.
I'm really not very good at managing pikes. I think he never should do is like running away from the pikes like this.
Really?
He's gonna take more damage. Yeah.
You think you should always engage?
Not at this moment in the game.
Okay.
No, on this, because they are so depleted and they only have one line, he would easily make them rout.
Right. I follow. And so you've got your shield bearer.
Because of that, he gets rounded.
And so you've got 52 men left in your shield bearer, and he's got 82 men left in his Spartan hoplite. But they are very tired or exhausted, and your shield bearer does not seem to be so much. So at this point, would you consider throwing your skirmishers into one final attack here, or would you? What's your goal here? To bring the shield bearer in first, and then support with the pikes?
Well, my goal here was to make him charge me, and then try to surround him, because even though Spartans have really good morale, they would easily break against so many units.
I see.
But he just kept running away. That's Bobi in the nutshell. But the point is, as he's exhausted, he cannot run away from my guys.
Oh, I see. Yes, right, because of the heavy armor, like you said earlier.
And he's trying to go to the woods. So.
But your shield bearers are also heavy, correct?
Yep.
So it's really, your pikemen that have to get the job done.
On my skirmishers actually.
Oh, okay.
They could not run away anymore.
So then now they're engaged and now they're committed. So there are 75 men left in the Spartan hoplite, 51 men left in your shield bearer, and we're gonna witness just how this game happens. I love for these spoilers because I don't watch these games ahead of time, and I'm really interested to see who pulls this one out.
There comes the archers.
Oh, and yeah, it's from the behind. So now they're absolutely stuck and pinned, right?
Well, that's actually not a very good idea because the shield bearer is a much more deadly unit. Now I could give him an attack order in the back, so they're gonna cause much more damage to his Spartan hoplites than both archers could.
Oh, I see. I see.
If you see the numbers dropping right now,
I do. I do.
Back by a shield bearer.
And so 53 men. It looks like they're going to break at 53 men, and the balance bar clearly is in your favor. And I noticed that you saved these other infantry units, I assume, just to keep the balance bar in your favor.
Pretty much, because they would be useless in melee anyway.
Right. God, what a LordMaur, what an amazing game. I really appreciated watching that, and that is genuinely the first time I watched that. I do like to go over how the units did. If you would you go over your Seleucids and kind of explain why you think they did the kills and how they worked?
Well, the Persian light archers are pretty cheap for what they brought, and as you had the Gorgo skirmishers, which I think is the same amount of money. I think they cost the same. They were pretty much 1-on-1. They got even. The levy pikes did not pay for themselves, but as Bobi did not engage, they hold the line very well. Well, the shield bearers, at least my general, did amazingly well, and the horse skirmishers, for the price, they take a look at the amount of damage they caused.
Yeah, absolutely. 101 kills, 26 kills, and some of those were on the general, and those were high value kills.
But I really think what won me the game was the Scythe chariots, because all those kills were, even though they had some Spartan youths in the middle, it wasn't a Heroes of Spartan or Royal Spartan. And take a look at Bobi's army. Both his general and the Heroes of Sparta that got catched by the chariots, together they barely made 50 kills.
I see that. And if I may, I'm going to go over Bobi's kills here. It looks like he's got 41 kills for the Royal Spartans, 63 for the Citizen Cav, 0 for one of the Citizen Cav. I assume that's the one that your Ozark Knight got into. And your Ozark Knight's having 190 kills and 143 kills. That's really impressive. And again, another one of his Citizen Cav getting 0 kills, 12. So I mean, literally what? 80, 85 kills maybe amongst the whole. Like you said, the Gorgo skirmishers basically went toe to toe with your Persian light archers who were in the forest, a fair amount of them. So I found that really impressive too. Heroes of Sparta with only 15 kills. I assume that maybe the Scythe chariot got into them. The Heroes of Sparta 170, not too shabby at all for Bobi. 52, 96, 83, 231 for this Spartan hoplite, 207 kills, 10 for the youth, 0, 48 being used as meat shields, just as you expect. LordMaur, I really want to thank you for sending in this replay. I really appreciated the fact that you played in FIB, and I also appreciate Bobi for playing this game against you, and I want to thank both of you very much for submitting the replays and doing this co-commentary with me.
Thank you, man. This is one of the funniest tournaments I ever been into, and I hope you keep on the good work until the end.
Thank you very much. And so for the moment, this is going to be Seraphim and LordMaur signing off. Be well.